TikTok has surpassed YouTube in the number of minutes the average user spends on each of those apps. If you're a new content creator who's just getting started, I'm gonna give you 3 questions that you can ask yourself when deciding which of these apps you should focus on for the best results. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna say that TikTok equals short form content and YouTube equals long form content. Yes, you can kind of post both types of content to both platforms. You can post TikToks over on YouTube Shorts, but the Shorts algorithm has its own problems that I'm gonna talk about at the end. So here's the problem. You have a limited amount of time and a limited amount of resources, and you wanna make sure you're getting the most out of whatever you put your energy into. Here are the 3 questions that you need to ask yourself when deciding which platform to focus on. 1, how new of a content creator are you? 2, when do you need your video views? And 3, do you want to directly monetize your content? So keep those questions in mind, take some notes, and we're gonna come back to them. I'll interject really quickly to say, if you haven't already, a few weeks ago, we did a 5,000 subscriber Q&A and giveaway. The Q&A will be linked above and the giveaway will be linked in the description below, so you can go and check that out. But back to the 3 questions that I originally asked you. 1, how new of a content creator are you? It doesn't matter what type of content you make. If you're completely brand new, the best thing that you can do is jump right into TikTok, because you don't need a professional camera and people aren't judging you for the quality of your video. Whereas on YouTube, it does kind of have that expectation of filmed with a somewhat decent camera with somewhat decent audio. And if you lack that, there's kind of that expectation that you'll be at that minimum level. Whereas on TikTok, you don't need any experience. If you're someone who was into photography or into video work in a past life, I would say, go ahead and jump right into YouTube. But if you're someone who's still getting into the whole editing process and what is color grading, what are frame rates, what is all that complicated stuff, then TikTok might be a better choice for you starting off. Question number 2, and this is a real interesting one, is when do you want your views? TikTok itself has come out and said that TikTok videos have a shelf life, which is approximately 60 to 90 days from when they were originally posted. That means that TikTok is gonna be better for content that is to be consumed today or this week or this month, rather than the types of information that you want to live on for forever, or what people like to call that evergreen content. Which is why I would say is, if you're a small business, maybe you run a restaurant or you have a service where you constantly are coming out with new products, it might be better to be on TikTok, because people are gonna see that video mostly within the first few days and not necessarily 3 months from now when you've totally changed your product line or your menu or your service offerings. Then on the flip side with YouTube is, if you have information that is gonna be good for years to come, maybe you're talking about financial information or knitting or sports or something that is information that will pretty much remain true no matter what happens in the news cycle, no matter what happens with new products coming out, then those YouTube videos will get views for years to come. You might not get as many views initially, but you're banking on the fact that over time, as you build your library of content, people will go back to watch those videos that are 4, 5, or even 10 years old. So if you need videos today because you're in an information changing niche that just needs to get their information out there, definitely go with TikTok. And then question number 3 is, do you need to directly monetize your content? Now, for some people, that may not matter because the content is just a byproduct of a business or a service that they're offering. And all they really want to do is get their information out there. Versus if you're someone who likes to create documentaries or create funny, entertaining YouTube videos, then those are the things that are gonna pair well with YouTube's AdSense, because as you get views, you're gonna continue to get money coming in. Versus TikTok isn't really optimized for revenue generation. YouTube is great because people understand that landscape. They understand how to advertise and how to do brand partnerships and sponsored videos. TikTok isn't well understood by advertisers. There is no AdSense. They have the creator fund, which they actually just said they were gonna increase to $1 billion, but that doesn't even compare to the AdSense revenue that comes in from YouTube. Now I've got 3 bonus tips. One is about search. And right now, TikTok is not really optimized for search. If you're within the app, you can search for things. But if you're outside the app doing a Google search and you search for how to knit, how to cook a chicken, you're gonna get YouTube results. You're not gonna get TikTok results. So if you're someone who's concerned about having your content appear organically inside of Google search, YouTube is probably gonna be the better option. Two are the audience differences. Unfortunately, the TikTok audience is very much glued inside the app. Now, a lot of people who aren't regular content creators don't know this, but TikTok actively censors any mention of, like, if I'm the creator and I comment on my own video and say, check out my link in bio, TikTok censors that. They won't show those comments because they don't want people leaving the app. In TikTok, the audience is trapped. And even if you try to sell them on a product, let's say you have Amazon affiliate or other affiliate links, and you say, go check out my link in bio, first they have to click on your profile, then they have to click on the link, then they have to click on the affiliate link. That's 3 clicks. Versus a YouTube video, all they have to do is scroll down and click the link in description. So that's 3 clicks versus 1 click. And you're more likely to lose someone on a sale who has to click 3 times to get to what they're interested in versus a single link and single click and they get exactly what they're after. Now, I do wanna say one quick thing about YouTube Shorts is that you can take your TikToks and post them over on YouTube Shorts, but the Shorts algorithm isn't really optimized for specific niches. And what I mean is if you can figure out how to make your niche content appeal to a not niche or a wide audience, that's the type of content that YouTube wants to promote. I say this because I've had some friends from TikTok with millions of followers on TikTok who've taken their content and reposted it to YouTube Shorts, but it has taken them quite a bit of time. And that's the disadvantage with YouTube, is it's not like TikTok where you get instant views, and if it's a good video, it will instantly go viral. YouTube doesn't recognize that. TikTok recognizes the virality really quickly, whereas YouTube sometimes takes some time to get on. So YouTube is a bit slower in that sense. TikTok, again, very much immediate, whereas YouTube might take its time, might give a video a huge push, that's a short video, and then just instantly die off. YouTube Shorts also doesn't get as many views. Right now, TikTok gets something like 167 million views every single minute, which works out to 240 billion video views every single day. Compared to YouTube Shorts, which only gets about 30 billion, that's a 7 or 8 or almost 10 times difference. 8, 10, 30 into 240. 8. An 8 times difference. TikTok also has the added ecosystem of trends. That may not seem like a big deal, but when something is super popular, like an audio, and you're one of the first people to catch it, it can literally mean the difference of 1,000 views compared to catching it early, 1,000,000 views. Unfortunately, YouTube Shorts doesn't have that ecosystem. YouTube long-form content is here to stay, there's no question about it. There's a more serious question about, is short-form content here to stay? Is it just junk food, the undesirable content, the mindless content that is here today and will be gone tomorrow? I don't really know. I think one thing that's evident is that because YouTube is investing in short-form content, you're probably safer posting short-form content on YouTube than you are on TikTok, but understand that the algorithms are actually different. Trends don't exist on YouTube. YouTube doesn't have the same audio library that TikTok has. YouTube Shorts are also limited to 1 minute, which means sometimes the content you create for TikTok, you can't actually post on YouTube. People on YouTube feel like they have to make a polished video if they're gonna post a 5-minute video or a 10-minute video, whereas on TikTok, people just grab their phones, talk to it, make a 10-minute video, tell a story like it's no big deal. So I think that's where TikTok has carved out its own niche of kind of like long form, short form storytelling that YouTube can't do. And the reason I say they can't do is because it will start to cannibalize the views from their long form content. And that would be against the interests of YouTube really wanting to emphasize that it is a long form, horizontal video format content platform. If all of this is way too overwhelming, the simple answer is just to pick whatever platform and be consistent. Just start posting, keep posting, and focus your energy on one before diversifying your energy and trying to post and create content for all types of different platforms. And until the next time, peace.